In this video, I'm going to show you a couple of different torque wrenches. Torque wrenches are used in mechanic shops and bike shops so that you don't over tighten a particular bolt, or you tighten it to the right specification that the bolt is made for. Now, lots of different applications of these, but here's a few different ones. Here's one here. This is a torque wrench, and it will connect to a socket on this end, and then it has a scale on this end. So as I start pushing on the handle here, it's actually going to measure torque, and that torque is going to be a function of how hard I'm pushing on the handle and this moment arm right here. All right, that's one torque wrench, and that's for sort of larger bolts. For smaller range of torques, I have a different torque wrench, a little more sensitive. So that's the scale there. A little shorter. I'm not going to be generating as much torque on this one, so it's for usually smaller screws or bolts that I don't need to tighten down that much. So those are more mechanical type, but then I've also got this torque wrench, which is a little different. I can actually set the torque rating here on this dial. If that's going to focus in, I can set where that red line is. I can set it for different levels of torque. So that's a higher torque rating right there. And what that will allow me to do is, as I use this torque wrench, it will stop engaging the bolt when that magnitude of torque is reached. So I'll give you a quick little example. This is something we do on the bikes a lot because we try to avoid situations where we're over tightening a bolt. So here I've got a bolt that holds on a cap that holds on the steer tube on the bike. And a typical rating for this on a bike would be about 5 Newton meters. And you'll see it's actually not a lot. So I've already loosened this up, but let me make sure it's loose. So I'm going to engage the torque wrench. I'm going to set the rating to 5 Newton meters. So what's going to happen is, as I start to tighten the bolt down, all right, and I'm squeezing, pulling just on the handle here, eventually I'm going to get a click indicating I've reached 5 Newton meters. There it is. All right, so I've reached 5 Newton meters. So when I'm pushing here now, it's telling me that I've reached 5 Newton meters. And if I tried to force the bolt anymore, I could exceed the specifications of the bolt, strip the bolt, or do damage to the cap or to the steer tube itself. So it's sort of important in terms of maintaining your bike and maintaining the right amount of twisting force on these bolts. All right, torque equals force times D perpendicular. So I apply a force here. The D perpendicular is this moment arm right here. So in this example that I've used, this is 5 Newton meters that I was trying to hit for tightening that bolt down. So the 5 Newton meters is a function of how much I'm pushing here and this distance arm right here. Okay, that's just some examples of torque wrenches. Thanks.